be sharing a few different screens here. We'll go ahead and start with our award designations. Okay, so for regular residential, our awards haven't changed a whole lot from our brand. We'll talk about Schmitty's in a minute, but this is for our brand awards. They haven't released their awards yet. We actually have through the 9th to make any changes when they come through with our preliminary awards. I haven't even seen those yet though. So we are expecting our preliminary awards from the brand, hopefully by the end of the week. I know it's already Thursday, but we should be seeing those soon, and then we'll be able to get those confirmed, and then we'll be able to start creating all of our award assets. But you'll see here that our thresholds really haven't changed a whole lot year over year. If you remember last year, we went from individual and teams to kind of multiple size teams. So we now have individual, we have a duo for teams, which is obviously 2 people. We have our medium teams, which is 3 to 6, and we have our large teams, which is 7+. We've done a lot of work starting in September about getting our dash teams corrected. So we should be all good there. But if an agent is asking, these are the thresholds. So the reason why I'm showing you this particular document is because we do have a Schmidt Family of Companies specific level called the Silver Society, and we have the thresholds here on this document. And I'll make sure that I send this out after the fact. We also have the awards criteria direct from the brand. So you, your agents, anybody can go into desk and pull the 2025 awards criteria down. And again, it's the same numbers, the individual, the duo, the medium, the large, same exact numbers. The reason why we like to do the Word document as well is because we do have that Schmidt Family of Companies specific level just for us. It's not a brand award, it's an us award, but we do like to recognize that tier of agents. So we do have that added. So if an agent is asking you, that's a little bit of the differentiation. We have this in desk available for them, but then we also have our in-house one that I'll share for you so that you have our silver level awards. Now, the way the brand awards work is it's either or. They don't have to get the GCI level and the unit level. It's either or. So it's either they reach the GCI level of 200,000 or they have 28 units. They don't have to have 28 units and 200,000 GCI. And the reason for that is obviously the brand operates in a vastly different markets. Even ourselves as Schmidt Family Companies operate in vastly different markets. So you could be somewhere where your price point is a lot less, but you have a lot of units. So that's why it's either or. So you don't have to get both thresholds. It's either or for the awards. We also have our awards for our amazing commercial department. So if you head to CBC desk, you do have this document that you can find that does have the levels for our commercial awards. Now they're based solely on GCI. They don't count units. They don't count volume. It's based solely on GCI. So if you have a commercial agent in your office, these are the levels for them. Now, every year we always have confusion over a residential agent selling commercial property versus a commercial agent selling residential property. If you have a residential agent, particularly in markets where there's not a standalone commercial industry, so people really are doing both. So you have a residential agent, they do mostly residential and they sell a few commercial properties, that GCI unit will count for their residential award. If you have a commercial agent that's doing mostly commercial properties and they sell a residential property, that does not count for their commercial award. So residential doing a little bit of commercial counts for residential. Commercial doing a little bit of residential does not count for commercial. It's always confusing. If you guys have any questions, if your agents are questioning their level, always reach out. Sometimes I can't even answer the questions, so we go to the brand and get clarification. So once we get the preliminary award levels, we'll be able to cross-check for our numbers to make sure our agents are falling where they need to fall. So again, mostly residential, commercial will count. Mostly commercial, residential does not count. So that's kind of how the levels work. So back to our in-house kind of all-encompassing awards, you'll see that we have the levels we talked about. We have our commercial awards there. And then we have our in-house Schmidt Family Companies Chairman's Elite, which is our top 10 agents or teams by GCI. Our Chairman's Club, which is our top 5% by GCI. and our President's Club, which is the top 10% by GCI. Now, this is always an exciting award for our agents to win. They will be recognized at the award events, and we will have that list out shortly. The preliminary numbers were ran yesterday, and they're out to the leadership team for review. And then once we have that available, we will be able to get that out so that we can start recognizing our agents that have earned that level. So that's an exciting part of the club to be in for the Schmidt family of companies. And then what we also have is our Schmitty Awards. So you all should have received an email from Jeanette Huseman, and she had sent out a nomination link. Now, I believe I have that up here. So let me see if I still do. I was kind of in transition here. I don't see where, oh, I do have it up. So let me see if I can share this tab instead. So this email from Jeanette, and I'm sorry if I pronounced your last name wrong. I'm not great with names. But this email came from Jeanette. This is the Michigan specific one, but you guys should have gotten the versions for the other markets as well. And she kind of explains if you'd like to nominate for the awards, click here to submit. You fill out the form, it goes to a tracker. And then between local leadership and Jason and Lynn and the team, they're going to pick the winners for our Schmitty Awards. Some of you that are newer, though, might not know what those are if you've never been to an awards event. So I just kind of want to talk through those here shortly with you guys. And then once you get this document, you'll be able to go through that as well. So if you haven't nominated anybody, highly encourage you to take a read. We have until the 12th. So what is today, the 7th? We have until the 12th to get these. Actually, it's the 8th. So we have until next week to get the nominations in. So obviously, Rookie of the Year is data driven. We run the numbers of people licensed for the prior 18 months. New to the business, not just new to us, but new to the business. They can't be coming from a co-broke and earning the Rookie of the Year. So we run those. We run them for GCI and for units. Leader of the Year explains right there, local staff or agent that really shows true signs of leadership. Obviously, servant leadership is one of our core values, and it's important to us to recognize the Leader of the Year. Now, we will take all the nominations into consideration, but because we have one event for Michigan, one for Ohio, and one for Florida on the CB side, we likely will have one Schmitty Award winner, possibly two. So again, encourage you to get all nominations in as you see fit. We have our Exceptional Service Award, and this really truly is somebody on Lynn's team. It's an ASC, it's an RSC, it's a marketing person, it's an accounting person. It's somebody providing exceptional service, not only to the agents, but also to their coworkers. So think about somebody that makes your life easier every day and get that nomination in. Then we have one that's pretty dear to my heart. It's the Kenneth A. Schmidt Humanitarian Award, and this is awarded to somebody that's truly making a difference in the market that they serve. Their selfish contributions, it improves the lives of others. Obviously, our Schmidt Community Fund is near and dear to my heart as well, and this all kind of ties together. So if you have somebody in your market that's truly making a difference in the lives of others, please nominate them for the Humanitarian Award. Next up is our Tom Gray Positive Outlook Award. This obviously is for somebody that's super positive. They bring positivity into the office. They bring positivity into the agents' lives, into coworkers' lives. It could be agent, it could be staff, it could be anybody. So just think about somebody that really has that positive outlook, bringing the positive vibes into the office and into their markets every day. And then we have our Partner of the Year award for title, whether that's Woodland Title, Coast One Title. We have Coast One Mortgage Partner of the Year. And then in certain markets, we have Relocation and Property Management Awards as well. So look for that nomination email. I will ask Jeanette to resend it to the same list so that you guys will have that populate the top of your inboxes. If you're not seeing it and you want it right away because you have great ideas, just let me know. I'll forward it over to you. But we have until the 12th for nominations for all of the events, regardless of where they're located. So look for that form. I think I maybe heard a question. So let me pop over here. Okay, Nicole, I will ask about that and we'll get that out there for Ohio. And you guys, okay, we'll get that nomination form out to everyone and we'll make sure that everybody has it. We still have a couple of days. We may be able to extend that as well. We don't want to extend it too much because our amazing marketing group creates our trophies, but we'll make sure that everybody has it in time to get those nominations in. So thank you for letting me know that. So let's talk deadlines. Let's go back to 1 second. Let me go ahead and share the actual. Let me share our awards. Hopefully I can find them. There we go. Okay, so this version of the invites haven't quite gone out yet. We had a save the date go out, and then we had our original RSVP go out. This event will go out via constant contact to our agents tomorrow and then again next week. Keep in mind, sometimes our agents, whether inadvertently or just because they get a lot of email and they're not sure what they're doing, will unsubscribe from our constant contact. So we highly encourage you guys, when you get the email, to re-forward it out to your office's distribution list, because we don't want to miss anybody. We want everybody to attend that can. We want the invite to go out to everybody in the company. So you'll see the version on the screen here is Florida. They are first on the docket on January 30th. We have our great partner sponsors on here. It explains where it is and it talks about the agenda. Now for Michigan and for Florida, they are evening events. We will have a cocktail hour. We will have dinner. We will have our awards presentation. And then I hope you bring your dancing shoes, because we will have entertainment after the fact. Now, Florida, you guys have an exciting speaker with Donnie Campbell, made famous by Ted Lasso. So that's an exciting component to the Florida. We're bringing everybody to Orlando. So we're bringing you from the East Coast, we're bringing you from the West Coast, and we're bringing you to Orlando. So that's the agenda for Florida. It's going to be a fantastic event. There are a couple of options nearby for hotels. That information is going out in the email as well, but make sure you get those those reservations in. For Michigan, kind of the same layout, right? It's a Friday night. We're going to have a cocktail. We're going to have dinner. We're going to have an awards presentation, and then we're going to have some dancing. So again, bring your dancing shoes. It's going to be a super fun night. You can't find a more gorgeous venue than the Frederick Meyer Gardens and Sculpture Park. If you've never been there, this is a fantastic way to visit it. A fun evening, networking, and having some fun with your coworkers. So again, February 13th, not Friday the 13th, February 13th. Make sure you get the RSVPs in. Ohio, you guys had such success last year with your brunch that we're doing it again. And we're doing it in the same location, and it's a fantastic location. It's right at the airport. You get to see planes taking off and landing, which I love personally. It's called the Aviator. What a cool name. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous venue. We're going to kick it off at noon. We're going to have brunch. We're going to have some mimosas and some Bloody Marys. We're going to have some coffee. We're going to have some delicious food. It was so amazing last year. I can't tell you how much bacon I ate. Don't tell my doctor. Trust me, it was way too much bacon. It was delicious. And then we're going to have our awards event. So again, beautiful location. Make sure you get those RSVPs in. Century 21, we're not forgetting about you. You guys also kind of have the deal going on. You'll be on February 3rd, kind of the noon to 3 hour. Details are fleshing themselves out for that. So Michelle, if you and Jeff are on the call, look for more to come on that. Now, I will say that it is vitally important for your agents, particularly yourselves as well. Of course, we need to have a head count. But the reason why RSVPs are so important this year is because we're changing it up a little bit. So if your agents earn a designation from the brand, Diamond Society, President's Elite, Silver Society, and they RSVP, fantastic. We're going to call their name. They're going to come to the stage. They're going to get either their award or whatever it might be, and then they'll be able to be recognized. If your agents can attend, so they don't RSVP, they're still going to be recognized in the pamphlet. They're still going to be recognized on the boards and in the presentation, but we're not going to call their name. And the reason why we're not going to call their name is just in the essence of time. We have a lot of amazing agents and we give out a lot of awards, which is fantastic. But what we learned through some events last year is we spend a lot of time calling a name. They're not there. There's an awkward silence. It kind of interrupts the flow of the program. So we want to make sure that we're recognizing everyone, but we're going to only call to the stage the names of those that are in attendance. So again, if your agent's on the edge, if they're not sure, please have them RSVP. They can always reach out right before the event and be like, hey, that thing I thought might come up did come up and I can't come. We'd much rather have them RSVP now. And then if we need to take them off the list prior, we can do so. So please, it's a very, very important they RSVP this year. We, of course, want to recognize everyone. If they didn't RSVP and they're like, I got my sitter, or this my neighbor was able to take my dog, I can come now. Let us know right the day of when they get there. Like, let us know. We want to recognize everybody, but we want to keep the flow and the excitement of the award ceremony going. So that's why we've made that little bit of change this year. So please make sure you're talking to your agents about that. It is a caveat on the invite. It's a caveat on the RSVP link that they get. So we want to make sure that we're talking about it because we don't want to miss anybody. We really, really don't want to miss anybody. I promise you that. Last thing I want to talk about is our office hours, right? Some of you have to, obviously, Ohio's is during the day. Michigan, some of you are coming from the north all the way down to Grand Rapids. In Florida, you're coming from both coasts into Orlando. We want everybody to be able to attend. So if we need to close our offices a little bit early, to get you there by 5:30 when the awards open, talk with your managers, talk with Lynn. Lynn will help you with this. If we don't have anybody sitting floor and we need to close the office to get you to the event, we will do so. If we need to close the office at 2, we'll have the doors locked, sign on the door, notify the agents, and we'll get you to the event. You'll get paid up to your normal work shift. So if you normally work till 5, you'll get paid till 5. Excuse me, and we will shut the offices down. Now, if you have an agent that can't attend or isn't attending and they want to sit floor and keep the office open, that's fantastic. Every region is going to be slightly different. Every office is going to be slightly different, but the offer is out there. We want staff to attend. Don't think you have to work till 5 and then drive an hour and a half, 2 hours to the event. If you're confused on what that means for you, just get with Lynn. Or get with Sherry or Sharon or Nicole, and we'll all help each other make these decisions. But the bottom line is we want you there. We will do what we need to do for the offices to make sure that you can attend these events, whether you're Michigan, Ohio, Florida, or Century 21. Deadlines. The agents haven't been notified of these deadlines yet, but it will go out in the next invite that's going out tomorrow. So Florida, obviously, you're first up. We want all of our reservations in by the 25th. So January 25th will be your deadline for Florida. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of wiggle room in there. We like to make our deadlines a little early because then we're like, oh, I know you missed a deadline, but it's okay. I'll sign you up. We'll sign them up. Don't worry. But we do want the majority bulk of our reservations in by the 25th. Ohio, we would like them on February 1st. So that's pretty close to the event being February 4th, but February 1st for Ohio. And again, that'll go out in the invite that goes out tomorrow. Michigan, yours is February 13th. We would like your reservations by January 30th. I know that seems a little early, but the venue really needs headcount in order to do their food ordering. So for Michigan, for the February 13th event, your deadline will be January 30th. And again, that will go out on the invite, so everybody's clear on that. Now, we've had some people say, I didn't get the invite. That's probably going to happen. As mentioned, it's sent through constant contact. It could be the fact that they unsubscribed. It could be the fact that they have a forward on an email and it failed. Send these out to your agents, print them off. You can print them as an 8.5 by 11, put them up in your offices, at the front desk, in the break room, on the fridge, wherever it might be. We want to shout from the rooftops. Everybody's invited. We want everybody there. So if they didn't get the invite, apologize. We will get it to them. 9 chances out of 10 when they reach out, it's just because they accidentally unsubscribed. No biggie. I send them a link. They resubscribe. They'll get it the next time. But please feel free to forward this out to your lists. Let me go ahead and check my chat here. Bear with me while I flip screens. Okay. Yep, Jennifer, so I just covered the deadlines. Thank you for that. If you didn't get the email, we're going to get that back out both for nominations and for RSVPs. Helpful ideas to get our agents to attend. I know, Jennifer, I know it's tough. Last year, what we learned is we made it as convenient as possible and people still didn't attend. So this year, we're trying it different again. It is a Friday night. We do have great rates on hotel rooms, and it's going to be fun. We're going to have networking opportunities because it is the entire state. So they'll be able to network with agents from across Michigan. Think of it almost as a mini Gen Blue. If you can't afford to go to Vegas, maybe you can afford to go to Grand Rapids because you're going to be talking with the best of the agents that Schmidt has to offer. So not only is it the awards that we're going to have, but we're having the fun part after. So a full dinner, award ceremony, but then entertainment after for dinner, dancing, and drinks. I know it's tough. It's winter. I get that. Hopefully, knock on wood, Mother Nature's our friend. In the past, it hasn't always worked out that way. But I would really push the fact that it is the whole state and the networking opportunities are going to be huge. They'll have time to mingle beforehand. They'll have time to mingle after. It's not going to just be come in, do awards and leave. It's going to give them ample opportunity to network with their fellow agents from throughout the state. Go ahead, Sherry. I see you have a hand up.
A quick request. I'm wondering if the invitation you could send to the ASCs with a QR code. So if we post it around the offices, agents could scan it and quickly RSVP right from there.
Love it. Love that idea. I can do that.
Perfect. Thank you.
It may be till tomorrow before I can get that done, but we can get that done.
Anything's better than just searching for an email.
Short of tattooing it on my forehead, I'm willing to try anything. Great. Any other comments or questions? I know some will come up. You guys will field some in your offices. Don't hesitate to reach out. Jason, Lynn, the whole team. There's so many people involved in this. We're very excited about these events. Again, we're trying something different, which is scary because you never know how it's going to go, but it's going to be fun. Okay. Bye, Jen. Great. Well, I'll give it here just another tick of the time and see if we have any other questions come up. But your takeaways are hopefully we'll have the prelim brand awards out. I should be able to pull them from Dash. I'm going to try that here today. And then the deadlines will go out on the invites that go out tomorrow, and I'll work on the flyers with QR codes to get out in your offices. Go ahead, Sharon.
Hi, good morning. Dress codes have come up as a question.
Dress codes, thank you. I didn't write it down and I should have. Okay. So I'm going to start with Florida because you guys are first. It's at the Rose and Shingle Resort. We are saying cocktail attire, which I know could mean anything to a vast amount of people. So what I've been telling people, it is Florida. I will see flip-flops. It doesn't offend me. It's okay. But we are saying cocktail attire. So anything from khakis and collared shirts to dresses. Now moving to Michigan, we will see tuxes. It's not unusual to see tuxes in the Grand Rapids market. They dress to the nines. I love it. It's fantastic. We'll see suits, but we'll also see polos and khakis as well. So think about if you wouldn't wear it to the office, don't wear it to the party. If you would wear it out to a nice dinner with your spouse or a significant other, wear it to the party. But if it's something you wouldn't even dream to wear to the office because it's not dressy enough, don't wear it to the event. So it's cocktail kind of attire. Ohio, you guys are during the day. So business is kind of standard. Whatever you would wear to the office that day, wear to the event. Century 21, you guys are also a brunch. So kind of the same concept. If you'd wear it to the office, wear it to the event. Now, because Grand Rapids is winter and it's all the way from Marquette, Michigan down through Grand Rapids, we will see a vast different amount of attire. But again, it's that concept of kind of cocktail attire. And then Florida, I'll be there. So I'm really hoping it's at least 70. Don't make it 90. I don't need 90. So Sharon, dial that in for me. Between 70 and 75 is where is perfect. So just think about something like that. And again, you run that gamut of dressy to not dressy, but that's kind of what we're shooting for. So if you have any further questions, we can talk through that because it always comes up. It's always a question. Any other questions or comments? Great. Well, we do have a little bit of a friendly competition going because I don't know if you know us very well, but we're a little bit competitive. So I am tracking RSVP submissions. Ohio, you guys were out a day later, so I'm not pushing you guys yet until it goes out again. But right now, Michigan's still in the lead. So come on, Florida. You guys have just as many agents as Michigan, so let's get those RSVPs up. And don't worry, we'll do it weighted on a number of agents so that it's fair for Ohio too. But let's see who can get the most reservations in before our deadlines. So thanks everybody for your time today. I appreciate it. If you have more questions after the fact, yes, I will share that with you. Actually, I'll share the RSVPs with all you guys once we have it. I'm going to wait till the next round goes out. We'll do the QR codes, and then probably midweek next week, I'll send those out so that you guys are aware. Great question. All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate it. Bye now.